Hello and welcome back to Leaping Lotus Tarot. My name is Addison if you're new here. I'm going to dive right into an Aquarius reading today. Please hit like and subscribe if you enjoy this. It is free to do so. Drop a comment for anything that resonates for you. I love hearing from you guys. And with all that being said, let's just dive right in. What does Aquarius need to hear? Okay. We have a King of Swords and we have a Knight of Pentacles reversed. So right away, this could be interpreted as some masculine energy coming through here. There's some sort of younger feminine as well involved. By the way, this tarot deck is called Cat Full of Spiders. It's a Christina Ricci deck. She's an awesome actress. I will be sure to leave in the description box the name of this deck. So with the King of Swords being upright and then the Knight of Pentacles being reversed, and us having these two feminine energies, there's a little bit of like... they're kind of both looking off to the side. It's like they're anticipating something, or they're like, you know, she's holding on to the sword here and she's kind of holding on to this pentacle here, this disc. And so there's just like this anticipation or this waiting of like, okay, what's going to happen? Like, so there's that aspect of things. But then we have the literal interpretation of the tarot here of the King of Swords and a Knight of Pentacles. That's both masculine energy. So there could be an anticipatory, like waiting for a king to arrive, perhaps, or even with the Knight of Pentacles being reversed, it's like maybe waiting for a king to, or a masculine energy in general, to come out of being as focused around money, because Pentacles is earth energy, money, things of the earth, right? And then the swords is more like air, right? And logic and communication. And so it's like maybe this is a feminine energy, maybe a youthful one, you know, looking to see or anticipate if this masculine is going to start coming forth out of a focus oriented more around like money and material things and come into a clearer communication perhaps with her. Not sure if that's what this means, but we're gonna keep going and see if I can get some more clarity around that. So tell me why this feminine energy is coming through as like youthful. Is there any relevance to the youth here in this feminine energy? We have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, and we have the Four of Wands reversed. So it could be somebody, the clarity around the youthfulness there could be like somebody who's maybe not old enough to get married, or because with the Wheel of Fortune reversed, it's kind of like, it's like there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of things that could happen still. So if I'm talking to a feminine right now, it could be potentially somebody who's like a teenager or somebody who's in their like early 20s and has a lot of life ahead of them and a lot of potential and things that can happen before they really need to focus on settling down and getting married or anything like that. Can I get more clarity of who I'm speaking to? Can I get an energy around this feminine? Like, is this who is this? We have the World in reverse. This is Capricorn energy. Again, with this feeling of like not being fully evolved or at the end yet. So because with the World, that's the last card of the major arcana. And so with it being in reverse, it's kind of like speaking to the fact that this is not the end of a cycle. It could potentially be the beginning of a cycle, or it could be just like, you know, you've only just begun. You're nowhere near the end. What does the person listening to this reading need to hear or know about this? Whoever's listening to this, what do they need to take away from this? What do they need to know? They need to know the Nine of Wands. They need to know that they need to find their own sort of independence and power with things. There's wheels that this lady is dancing on. And so Nine of Wands is like a wounded warrior. It's kind of like a 444 as I looked at the time, by the way. It's something that's like tiring, or like you're at the end of like you know, the imagery in the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck is this person like leaning on a staff, like really tired, and has like a bandage on his head. And so with this feminine energy here, and like this, the fact that she's got heels on and she's trying to perform here, but there's these wheels that are trying to turn, and there's like a sort of like a brick wall even. So there is adversity and difficulty that this feminine is having to overcome while having to put on a brave face and in heels, like in dancing energy. So whatever she's having to struggle or get through, she has to put on a strong face for. So, okay. I'm going to put these cards back in and shuffle through one more time. Tell me more, please. What more do we need to know about this? I feel like the story's kind of just starting to build a little bit to where I'll be able to start narrowing down what's the nature of this conflict, or this this dancing that is, you know. Queen of Cups, Two of Cups reversed. Wow, Eight of Swords reversed. This could be somebody who's going through potentially a dark night of the soul. This could be a feminine who has, it may not be their first love, but it could be one of their first loves. And because we have this Queen of Cups here, which is a very emotional queen, and there's a toxicity here. There's a poisonous goblet here, and there's a lot of kind of disdain on this face. So, and then Two of Cups reversed is like that, you know, that relationship, that happiness. And it's in reverse. So if this is a romantic connection for some, it could be somebody losing a romantic connection with, like, say, a King of Swords or a Knight of Pentacles in reverse, like we first had coming out. But in this depiction, it's like two little girls on a stoop. So if it's not a romantic connection for some people, it could resonate with like a best friend female connection even, that is kind of turning sour. And then with the Eight of Swords being reversed, it's like moving out of restriction or feeling like you can't see or understand what's going on. She's got a little bit of like a prayer sort of meditative thing going on here. So whatever this is whoever this connection is that has fallen through is definitely a having to put on a face, or having to put on a, you know, like we had with the Nine of Wands. You know, this is how she really feels. You know, this Queen of Cups here, this is how she really feels. Not so great, right? Wanting to almost like poison, or even if it's not poison the other person, it's like drink poison herself, of just like, oh, like this is, I can't believe this is what's, you know, going on right now with this situation. You know, because this girl here, you know, this Queen of Cups with the negative face, this girl here, dark hair as well, young, sitting on the stoop, sort of sideways face, kind of like, ugh, you know, looking a little bit like off to the side, like we had in the first two cards. And a lot of thought here, a lot of thought, which makes sense. We're having a lot of sort of sword energy coming through. And this blonde girl here who's just sort of happy-go-lucky, not really worried about anything. So someone's having to fake it. For sure. Faking the emotions that they're actually feeling in this situation. We could ask about the other energy involved. Let's just ask real quick about the other energy involved. Ten of Swords reversed. Was at the bottom of the deck as I shuffled. Moving out of feeling of betrayal. Tell me about the blonde energy. Like, tell me about the other person specifically. Six of Cups. Again, kind of looking off to the side here. This is sort of nostalgia, memory. This really could be, if it's not romantic, it could be a best friend connection with somebody. So this is you know, thinking of things of the past and sort of seeing them maybe in a different light now than they used to be. Whatever you're having to go through with this, whatever betrayal this potentially was, this could be a situation where it's like, I hate to say it, but like, you know, with the King energy coming through and like the other feminine's happy here, it's almost like maybe this best friend like got with like maybe like your ex or something like that, and so it's like you're having to put on a face like, yeah, it's fine, but it's like, no, it's kind of weird and it's not that fine. Like, you know, that's maybe could be why this Ten of Swords is in reverse, because it's like, a betrayal, but also like not a betrayal. Like it's a weird emotion around like a situation that's like technically it's fine because it's my ex, but I don't know. Like I'm trying to think of an example of like why there would be this reasoning for having to put on a strong face in this situation. Can I get an advice, please? I'm going to get advice from the tarot, and then I'm going to end with advice from the Angels of Abundance Oracle. So first, let's get some advice from the tarot around this situation. 5 of Cups reversed. It's just a call to kind of focus on. So there's this masculine energy in the window here in the back. It's kind of like a Romeo and Juliet sort of vibe is what I'm getting here with this sort of tower building. And then there's these cats here, of course, and they're in the shadow, so it kind of speaks to illusion. There's just a concept here of like, you know, don't focus on your cups being empty. Don't focus on, you know, the fact that this is some sort of spilt milk sort of bummer situation. That's why it's in reverse. It's just reminding you like, hey, like you're good. You know, don't be green. Here, there's green. Don't be green with envy. You know, you're good. And then it's actually funny that I said that because I didn't look at this other card here, but this is the moon in reverse. That's exactly what this is. That speaks to illusion and intuition. So, yeah, don't be caught up in illusion of a situation. You know, if it is a situation where it's like an ex or something like that, they're an ex for a reason. So don't try not to get hung up in jealousy or weird vibes when it's like, okay, like that clearly wasn't meant for you anyway. Just do your best to try to be happy for this situation. As I pick up the deck, we've got 4 of Wands in the upright underneath. So this could end up being like maybe the purpose of you, wow, Judgment as I split the deck. I think that's confirmation for what I was about to say is that, you know, maybe you came into this person's life to introduce them, you know, not, you know, consciously or intentionally, but, you know, on a soul level, maybe your presence in their life brought them to this other person, and that's their soulmate, that's their 4 of Wands, that's their marriage harmony and celebration, and so you led them to each other, and so maybe that was your soul purpose. It's so 12:12 on the timer when I look at that. So this is really a call to not be envious and to not try to view this as a betrayal. I know it's really hard, but you know, there's a higher level perspective on things. And as I was looking too at that card with, and that's what I was saying with Judgment too, you know, Judgment's very much like, you know, try not to have a animalistic or, you know, of the earth, you know, definitely try to have a higher perspective of like, you know, how the divine would view this situation, not, you know, a competitive animal on earth. You know what I mean? Embrace your spiritual side with this, not your animal side. Anyway, what I was saying was that tower where it kind of reminded me of like Romeo and Juliet. There was that man like far away in the tower, sort of in the shadow, and you know, the 5 of Cups, she was all like thinking about, oh, you know, woe's me. And it's like, no, there could be somebody like kind of lurking in the shadows for you in the future that's even better for you. So focus on the potential of like the right one that's meant for you will come to you. So let's end with the Angels of Abundance Oracle and get final advice. We got 1 card. Let's get one more. One more for Aquarius here. I hope you enjoyed this reading. Again, just a reminder to hit like and subscribe if you haven't already. Drop in the comments. One final piece of advice for Aquarius here. All right. We have deservingness and we have successful funding. Your idea is divinely guided and supported by the same infinite wisdom of God that gave you the idea. Do not allow money concerns to prevent you from turning it into reality. Crowdfunding, partnerships, and other investments are available to help you. So for some people, this could be some sort of business thing. It may not be relationship related at all. So take that as it resonates for you. But what I'm getting is it's like you can view this in the light of it being a collaboration and a partnership. It doesn't have to be a competition. It doesn't have to be something that you feel bad about. It can connect you and lead you to others that gives you ultimately what's best for you. And then deservingness, right? This one does feel very related to what we just talked about, which is you are a beloved child of God like everyone else. And you deserve to receive the support that will allow you to focus upon your divine life purpose. Even if you can't yet recognize your lovable qualities, trust that God and the angels can see how amazing you truly are. Super powerful. Yeah, you're very worthy of a healthy and happy relationship. And it's hard to know, at the time, you can't fully see, the full picture, the full staircase. You can only take the first step, right? So if you're still young and you're unclear of your life purpose yet, just trust in the process, trust on the path. Open your heart to love, moonlighting. A lot of messaging around moon for this reading. Follow your gut, follow your intuition, follow what sets your soul on fire. Try to be a Queen of Cups that is, not feeding into any sort of toxicity or negative emotions. Channel that into what you're passionate about, channel it into what you love, turn it into really positive emotions. You can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. So yeah, for those that are needing messages around work and career, that's for you. So moonlighting, beautiful. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you next time.